see when you pray to find love. I know somewhere we could be. There's a place where we can go tonight. The rhythm will make it right, where everyone is happy and the sun will shine all night. We could have a good time, let everybody sing. Why don't you let yourself slip out of control? We could have a good time, let everybody sing. Get your feet up on the floor. So when the world feels dark and friends seem hard to find, you know how to light a spark, just to let your worries unwind. When you're down, there's just one way to go. Let us ascend tonight. Everyone could be so happy and the sun will shine all night. We could have a good time, let everybody sing. Why don't you let yourself slip out of control? We could have a good time, let everybody sing. Get your feet up on the floor. When you're down, there's just one way to go. Let us ascend tonight. Everyone could be so happy and the sun will shine all night. We could have a good time, let everybody sing. Why don't you let yourself slip out of control? We could have a good time, let everybody sing. Get your feet up on the floor. When you say you feel low and good things are hard to see, when you pray to find love, I know somewhere we could be. There's a place where we can go tonight. The rhythm will make it right, where everyone is happy and the sun will shine all night. We could have a good time, let everybody sing. Why don't you let yourself slip out
If nothing changes, nothing changes. That's profound, right? If you want to get stronger, strengthen. If you want to be flexible and have better balance and a better peace of mind, yoga. Your yoga. Just do your yoga. And that's what we're going to do for the next hour. I am Jan. This is 316 Yoga. This is Piper. That's Bonnie. And best of all, the emphasis on the word your. It's your yoga. You do it from home. You do it your way. That's the thing. Do it your way. I'm just here to show you some ways to do things, to instruct you and guide you. You make it work for you. It's a 1 hour long strengthening and balancing class. It's like a vinyasa flow. So it's pretty much one breath, one movement, and movement. That's it. Just move. Whatever you do, just move. The pace is a little quick, but you take it to the way you want it to be. It's your body. As the bottom of the screen says, your body, do it your way, because everybody's body is different and every day is different. A few days ago, I really modified because I had some aches and pains. So, you modify to make it work for you. That's the big thing. That is where your power lies. And the word today is power. All right, so power means the ability to do or to act. It's capable of doing something or accomplishing something, and you can do it because you do have the power. Execute it. Do it. All right, so think about it. What do you need to change today? What do you need to shake up a little bit? All right, for your practice, you can be seated in a chair. I was seated in the chair during that little spinny countdown thing. You can sit in a chair and do many of these poses. You can do your chaturanga dandasanas up against the wall. Totally good, totally fine. Other props that you may want to have are 2 yoga blocks. We'll use those in various poses, our usual little stuff. And eye shade in a towel. Yeah, eye shade in a towel. Those are great to slip under your knees or to use for your final Savasana resting pose. And it's a really important pose. Don't run out on it. You can use a strap if you want, or your belt to your bathrobe, and some water. Want to have that handy too. The water, you're going to want to wet your whistle. You're going to need it. All right, if nothing changes, nothing changes. So let's change. Let's do some things. All right, you got all your stuff. Come on up to standing. And let's do this. All right, so good on you for showing up. Good on you, Liz, for getting your hula hoop. That's kind of fun. The hula hoop, the weighted hula hoop. I posted it on our Facebook page. Get one. It's just fun. Why not, right? Life is short. Have fun. Stress number. Lock it in your mind. 1 to 5, 1 to 10. Where do you fall on that little continuum? Place your hands on your hips. Strike a pose. Feet, stance, wider than your hips. Elbows back, chest lifted. A pose of power, a pose of confidence, because you have it. Execute it. Use it. Come on up onto your toes. Start to come up, lifting your heels. This is your little calf stretches. So important for balancing. Big breaths in through your nose. Big sighing breaths out through your mouth. And pay attention to your heels. Don't let them splay out. Kind of be in control of your ankles here. Have your heels behind your toes. And occasionally it's not going to happen. Just notice it, readjust, and change. All right, pop on up. Heels come on up to the balls of your feet. Strengthening your calves. Breathe. Wake them up. Now you can stay up on your toes a little bit, hold there, come down on the heels and lift the toes up and give them a wiggle. So just work it the way you want to work it, but just don't neglect any of those little pieces. Calf raises, heel comes up, you're on the balls of your feet. Come down to the heels, lift the toes up and wiggle them. And just work it, work it. Breathe. Feeling it in the calves yet? Oh, yes you are, and you should be. All right, you could have a chair here for balance if you like. It's all good. When you're ready, finish up, plant your feet. Feet are solidly planted, lift your arms up to the sky. This is our little warm-up. Palm tree pose, interlace your fingers, palms go up to the sky. Adjust your stance, and then sway from side to side. Keep your chin away from your chest. Reach through your palms. Little bend in the elbows feels good. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Liz. Hi, Lori. Hi, Scott. Hi, Stan. Happy birthday to Clark and Esther, Blake and Eric and Mark and Kay. Happy birthday. All these birthdays. This is good. All right. How are you doing? Stretch, reach, lengthen. Feel good. Put a smile on your face. Move. That's it. I can sum it up in 2 words. Just move. Come on back up to the midline of your body. When you're ready, hands to your low back. Squeeze your elbows toward your spine. Push your belly forward. Squeeze your elbows toward your spine and look up as you take a little back bend. Let it feel good. Don't take it any farther than what feels good. Think of your chest lifting up to the sunshine. Exhale. Hinge forward. Hinge forward. Hollow out your belly. Let your arms hang heavy. Shake them out. Let your gaze be back towards your knees or up towards your navel. Crown of the head hangs to the earth. Little bend in your knees might feel great. Hands can be close to the earth or not. Just think of your spine being long, decompressing. Crown of the head toward the earth. Shake your neck, loosen up your neck. Finish up, still your neck. When you're ready, sweep your arms up. Come back to your extended mountain pose. Put a bend in your knees and start to circle your arms. Circle your arms, big arm circles. Bend in the knees when the fingers come down. Straighten the knees when the fingers come up. So you're waking up your knees. Knees need waking up, don't they? Honor them. Maybe it's a little bit of a bend or maybe it's a big bend. Do what you can with what you got. I always say it because it's so true. Take your arm circles in the other direction. Arm circles can be as big as you like or as small as you like. You decide. Just get some movement going. Finish up, arms down by your sides, hands in towards your hips, shoulders are back and down. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. Maybe the eyes are closed. Start to twist from side to side. Let the arms be heavy as you look over one shoulder, then the other. Breathe. Breathe. Big breaths in through the nose. Big sighing breaths out through the mouth. Be happy you're alive. Finish up. Slow it on down. Well, after this controlled twist comes to an end, you're in stillness at the midline of your body. Let's do ragdoll pose. Toe heel your feet, hip width distance. Hinge forward, look back to your knees or up towards your belly. Bend your elbows, bring your hands to opposite elbow creases. A little adjustment in the knees maybe feels good. Just move to feel right. Gaze back toward your navel, and then gently start to sway from side to side. I don't know where your feet are. Hip width distance apart is what we say, what we cue. But if you'd like to take them further, if that feels better, do that. What you want to feel here is the nice decompression of the low back. Gaze back even more, up towards your belly button. Take the sway a wee bit deeper. Let it feel great. Decompression, that's what we want to do, right? All right, finish up in your ragdoll sway. Come back to the midline of your body. Release your fingertips to the earth. Put a bend in your knees and come on down to your child's pose. This is where you get your head into your mat, just your present moment. So knees can be together, big toes touching, hips back to your heels. Block here for your forehead if you'd like. Arms down by your sides, palms face up, shoulders away from your ears. Think of lengthening in the spine. You could bring your forehead all the way down to the mat. But if you find that you're starting to bring the crown of your head down there, why don't you put the block back in there? An option here, and the one I like to take, is a wide-legged child's pose. Knees spread wide, big toes touching, hips back to your heels. Reach your arms long to the top of your mat. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Block under the forehead or no block at all. Deep breath in. Big sighing breath out. Tailbone to the back of the room. Fingers reach to the front of the room if you're in this extended child's pose. Nice big stretch in your adductor muscles in your legs. Plantar flexion in the ankles. Big breath in. Big breath out. Close your lips when you'd like, if you'd like, and breathe in and out of your nose only. Big breaths in and big breaths out. This is your child's pose. It's called Balasana in Sanskrit. Come back to it anytime you want, or maybe stay here, you decide. But feel the goodness right now in your back. Feel the tailbone going to the back of the room and the crown of the head to the front. Breathe and enjoy. When you're ready, let's press on out of this. Hands underneath your shoulders. Knees come together or a little further apart so they're under your hips. Tuck your toes towards your shins and straighten your legs and come into a downward facing dog. In your downward facing dog, look back to your ankles, maybe up to your knees, maybe up towards your belly button. Shake your neck. You want your neck nice and loose. Feet hip width distance apart. Hands shoulder width distance apart. Think of the tailbone going up, up, up to the sky now. Start to pedal your heels. They should be lifted a little bit from the ground. Adjust your stance so that's the case. Adjust your stance and then pedal your heels. Bring them closer to the earth one at a time. Remember to shake your neck, loosen it up. Finish up here, still your heels. Walk your feet up to meet your hands or your hands back to meet your feet. Inhale, arms sweep up. Come to your Tadasana pose, extended mountain. Lift out of your fingers, lift out of your fingers. Even feel the hips lengthen. Chest is forward, gaze is up. Nice, tall, extended mountain. When you're ready, on an exhale, hands to prayer center. Breathe out, let it go, fold forward. On your next inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands to your shins or a little higher, creating a flat back. Now your shoulders, squeeze them back towards your spine so your back is flat like a tabletop. Tailbone goes to the back of the room, crown of the head to the front. There's your tabletop. Exhale, hands come down. Walk your hands out. Let's do Chaturanga Dandasana. Now you could be pressed up against a wall, totally fine. For your Chaturanga Dandasana, high plank. You could take it on your knees if you like. High plank to a low plank. Bend your elbows, hover above the earth. Flip your feet so the tops of your feet are on your mat. Remember, you could be on your knees. Press into straightened arms. Look forward for your upward facing dog. Let's go back to down dog. Feet go to a natural position in a dorsiflexion. Send your hips high, downward facing dog. Let's flow through this sun salutation a few times. From your downward facing dog, let's walk our hands and feet to meet each other. Inhale, arms sweep up. Tadasana, extended mountain. Exhale, breathe out and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your shins, your back is flat. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, your way. Maybe it's up against a wall. I'm gonna go high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog on the tops of the feet. Downward facing dog, hips are high. Pedal it out, tailbone high, neck is loose. Do it again. Walk your feet or hands to meet one another. Inhale, arms come on up, lengthen. Exhale, breathe it out and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, walk them out. High plank to low plank, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe, pedal, shake the neck. Finish, still the feet. Walk the feet to the hands or the hands to the feet. Inhale, arms sweep up. Tadasana, extended mountain. Take it to a sun B. Bend your knees. Remember, you can be seated in a chair. No excuse for not doing it. Reach to the arms, sink low. Reach to the arms, sink lower. As you sink lower, put the weight into your heels. Maybe lift your toes up. You know, maybe you want to have your hands on your hips. Don't sweat it. Breathe. It's all about the big quads here, right? Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink a little lower. One more big lengthen. Exhale, hands to prayer center. Straighten the knees. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to your shins. Back is flat as you find length in your spine. Exhale, plant your hands. Step it back, Chaturanga Dandasana, or you can skip it all together and go back to your down dog. You decide. High plank, low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg kicks high. Exhale, sweep it through, bring it between your two front hands. Inhale, come on up. Let's do warrior two. All right, feet are planted, back foot at a 45 or 90 degree angle. Right toes point forward, put a bend in your right knee over right ankle. Nice and solid from the navel down, solid and strong. Squeeze the mat together. Activate your inner thighs. Act as if you're squeezing the mat together. Arms tee out, shoulders are over your hips. Lengthen up, through your spine. And then look to the right. Look over your right middle finger. Turn your neck. Sink, lower, hold here. Big inhale, and on the exhale, reach, reach, reach to the front of the room. Then tick-tock your arms, 6 and 12. Right arm goes down, fingers toward the earth. Left arm goes high, up to the sky. Maybe look up to your left fingers. Feel the big stretch in the left side. Want it to feel bigger? Reach the extended arm to the front of the room. Breathe. On your next inhale, reverse warrior. Right arm high, come on up. Left arm down the back leg, right arm high. Big stretch on this side. Reach to the fingers, look up. Maybe reach to the back of your room. Feel the stretch. Breathe in your reverse warrior, and let's finish. Exhale, cartwheel the arms, surround the right foot, send the leg back, chaturanga dandasana. High plank to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Remember, come down on your knees if you want. Exhale, down dog. Hips are high, maybe pedal it out a little bit. Let's do the other side. Left leg kicks high. Exhale, sweep it through. Low lunge. Rise on up. Plant the back foot. Tee out the arms. Bend in the left knee. Squeeze the mat together. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, look to the left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach to the left. Tick-tock. 6 and 12. Fingers toward the earth and the sky. Lengthen to strengthen. Then maybe reach more forward or not, you decide. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right arm down, left arm up. Breathe. Maybe the left arm reaches to the back of your room. Whew. Exhale, cartwheel your arms. Chaturanga dandasana. Hands plant, left foot meets right. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Loosen your neck, pedal your feet, and finish. Walk your hands or feet to meet the other. Inhale, arms sweep up, extended mountain. Chair pose. As you exhale, bend your knees. Lengthen through your fingers, bend in the knees more. Lengthen as you inhale, sit lower as you exhale. One more big inhale. Exhale, hands to prayer center, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, back is flat. Exhale, hands come down, feet step back, chaturanga dandasana. High plank to a low plank. Press into the arms, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Sweep the foot through. Come on up, warrior two. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, sink low. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, sit lower. Gaze to the right. Reach to the right. Tick-tock your arms, 6 and 12, and look up. Maybe reach forward with the top arm. Inhale, come to your reverse warrior. Right arm high, left arm low. Maybe reach the right arm to the back of your room. When you're ready, chaturanga dandasana. Cartwheel the arms, right foot surrounded. Foot goes back, high plank to a low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Tailbone shoots high to the sky. Inhale, left leg kicks high. Exhale, sweep it through, low lunge. Inhale, rise up, plant your feet. Warrior two on this side. Exhale, gaze left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach. Then tick-tock. Then reach with the top arm. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right arm down, left arm up. Left arm reaches to the back of the room, maybe. Exhale, cartwheel your arms. Chaturanga dandasana. Left foot meets right. High plank, low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Remember, you can do it against the wall. Pedal your feet. Finish here. Do it again. 3rd time's the charm. Hands walk to meet the feet. I do that because of the camera angle. Maybe you prefer to walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, arms sweep up, extended mountain. Exhale, bend the knees into chair. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sit low. One more big inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to prayer center, straighten the knees, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, back is flat, stretch, reach. Exhale, plant your hands on your mat, step it back, Chaturanga Dandasana, or we'll meet in a downward facing dog. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, chest is forward. Exhale, down dog, hips are high. Inhale, right leg kicks high. Exhale, sweep it through in between the two hands. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Sink in the low body, stretch and reach in the fingers. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, reach to the front of your room and tick-tock. Breathe, maybe reach through the top arm to the front of the room. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right arm high, left arm low. Maybe reach to the back of your room with your right arm. Exhale, cartwheel your hands. They come down, Chaturanga Dandasana, high plank to low plank, elbows are hugged in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog, hips are high, neck is loose, maybe a little bit of a pedal in the heels. Other side, last time. Exhale, left leg, high. Exhale, send it forward into a low lunge. Spiral the back foot down, rise on up, sink on down in your warrior two pose. Squeeze the mat together, remember, exhale, look left, and then exhale, reach forward. Come into the two arms, reaching in both directions. Maybe the top arm reaches to the front of the room. Inhale, reverse warrior, left arm high, right arm low. Maybe reach to the back of the room. And then cartwheel your arms. Chaturanga Dandasana, hands down, feet meet at the back of the mat. High plank, low plank, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Pedal your heels, breathe, shake your neck. It's all good. Finish up, bend your knees, hover in a bear plank. Hover the knees above the mat a couple of inches. Send the shoulders over the wrists. Hold it here, breathe. Come on down to your knees. Grab a drink of water, and we're gonna press on. All right, I think we did 3 sets each of the Sun A and Sun B. Awesome. If you did 1, awesome. If you did it in the chair, awesome. Showing up is the big part. Hi to Lynn, Carlos, Betty, all good friends. Hi Pam, how are you as well? All right, drink. All right, Sun A, Sun B. Let's do our favorite pose. Did a lot of planks, but guess what? We're gonna do it again. We're gonna set a timer for this one. It's up to you. You do it in the way you wanna do it, first of all, and if you wanna do it. But just try, that's what I say, just try. I'm encouraging you to just try. All right, maybe you've had enough of it, so let's just come to the knees. Just say you did it your way. Hands, work them forward. Maybe you press more weight into the arms and hold your plank here. Staying on the knees is fine. Another option, come down to the forearms. Adjust your legs, elbows, under shoulders, hands spread wide. Breathe here. Maybe tuck the toes. Lots of ways to do your plank. And press on up to a dolphin plank. I'm gonna take a high plank. Let's get ready and let's set the timer. Timer is only for you to know how long you're doing if you wanna measure it. All right, let's come into our plank and set the timer now. All right, breathe. If you're in a high plank, feet are hip width distance apart. Hands are underneath your shoulders. Fingers spread wide. You're 10 seconds in. You got this. Don't give up. Don't give in. You're strong. Get stronger. The only way to get stronger is to practice. You're 45 seconds, or not 45 seconds in. I wish we were. We're 15 seconds in. We're 20 seconds in. Good. Hold on. If you want to take a break, send your hips high to a down dog. If you want to take a break, drop to your knees. You decide. Hold on here. We're halfway there. Lengthen through the tailbone. Lengthen through the crown of the head. You're building strength. You're building confidence. You're building power and strength. You got it. Come on. Stay here. Power, the ability to do or act. You're doing it. We got 10 seconds to go. Come on now. Don't give up. Hold. Press the earth away. Even stronger. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Come down to your knees. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. That's a lot to do today. I'm gonna grab another drink. Come on down to your bottom. We're gonna do our usual little core poses. Have your strap up near your shoulders if you want to use it for your boat pose. All right, drink, drink, drink. Drink and be merry, right? Why not? All right, bend your knees. Soles of the feet touch. Hands like your feet. Lengthen up through your spine. Whew. And when you're ready, start to recline. Recline all the way down. Take it slowly, slowly, slowly. Hello to Nancy and Peter and Carol. Come on all the way down. Whew. Once you're all the way down, maybe heels up closer to your groin. Fingers lightly at your temples. Elbows bent toward the sides of your mat. When you're ready, Supta Baddha Konasana. Sit-ups. All right, chin up to the sky. Little lifts as you exhale. Come down on the inhale. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Maybe today you want to shake it up and keep the shoulder blades lifted and pulse the chin up to the sky. You decide what you want to do today. Breathe. You kind of feel it in your low belly, don't you? Nice and strong, strengthening. Elbows driven back, knees open wide. Breathe and finish. Come on down on your shoulders. Knees meet at the midline. Maybe your feet stay on your mat, and you peel the shoulders up, working opposite elbow toward opposite knee. Little twists here. That's an option, and so is riding a recumbent bike. Bring the shoulders on down. Lift the knees over the hips. Shins parallel to the sky, toes drawn toward your shins, and pedal it out. Move one heel toward the front of the room, then the other as you ride your recumbent bike, or pull them all together. Lift the shoulders up, opposite elbow towards opposite knee. Breathe, pedal through your yoga bicycle pose. Another option, straighten your legs and scissor kick them. Legs are nice and straight, one leg down toward the ground, and the other up toward the sky. Breathe and finish. Legs go long, arms go high overhead. Stretch it out in your stick pose. Palms touching, fingers reach, reach, reach to the top of your mat, and toes point to the bottom of your mat. Stretch it out. Feel it in your hips as we prepare for boat pose. If you want to use the strap, get the strap, place the center of the strap under your feet. You know how to do this. And then hold onto the strap like reins of a horse. If you don't want to use your strap today, take your hands, bring your hands behind your knees, low on your hamstrings, and rock and roll up a couple of times. Have fun here. It's like the hula hoop. Rock back and forth. But, as it says in the beginning of our little show, and you know this, if something hurts, or if you have a medical condition, or you should be rocking on your spine, don't do it. Check with your doctor. Just make sure it's okay. All right, rock on up. Come on up to seated. Send your shoulders back as if you were in a beach chair. And then lift one foot up or the other. Now, my back is rounded. I don't want that. I want to send my chest forward and straighten my back. Look forward. Perhaps one foot is lifted or the other. Perhaps both feet lift. Maybe you keep a little bend in your knees. Totally fine. If you got the strap is at the center of your feet. You're holding on to it like reins of a horse. Hold on here in your boat pose. Now you could take one hand away, then the other, or both. Reach towards your feet, hold it here. Reach up toward the sky, or a little further back. Adjust your arms, see how it feels. Hands to purse center, little bend to the knees feels good. Row the boat. Dip one elbow to one side, then the other. Row, row, row your boat. Breathe. And let's finish. Hands to purse center. Hug your knees in. Take that little cosmic egg pose. What is that? You're hugging the knees in. Hug them in good and tight. Forearms, wrap them around your shins. Reach for opposite elbows. Tuck your forehead to your knees. It's easier when you let all the air go and hollow out your belly. And then press on up to your toes. Press on up to your toes and maybe take the weight out of your feet and find your balance here. Nice little yoga ball called Cosmic Egg. How are your ankles? Let's circle them. Challenge your balance there. Circle them in the other direction. And then plant your feet. With the feet planted, let's go into our lunges, all right? Let's do it. Crisscross at the ankles, hinge forward, come on back to your downward facing dog. From your down dog, pedal your heels. You know how feet should be, hip width distance. Pedal the heels, hands or shoulder width distance. Push them into the earth and shake your neck. Let's do Chaturanga Dandasana. High plank to a low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg kicks high. Exhale, sweep it through to a low lunge. So foot is in between the two front hands. Come on up to standing, facing the top of your mat. Sink low into your knees for your lunge here. All right, right knee over right ankle. Left knee is as close to the earth as you want to take it. Maybe really close. Bring it on down. It's all good. Breathe here. All right, I'm going to come up to that back knee, find my balance here. Arms lift up, if you like. Little baby back bend. You can do this in a chair. Turn sideways in your chair and you got it. Bring your hands to prayer center. When you're ready, left elbow outside of the right knee. Hands are stacked, elbows are stacked. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, twist and turn and look at your hands. Don't forget, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist and look up to your elbow. You can be down on your bottom knee if you want, or take it a little bit lower. Breathe, look over your shoulder, and finish here. Let's come down. Let's do a runner's lunge. Hands inside the right front foot, top of the left foot on your mat. Maybe slip your towel under your left knee. Maybe bring a block to the top of your mat. Wiggle your right toes to the top of your mat. Hands into the mat. Left leg long and straight on the mat. Right knee opens up to the side of the room as you come onto the pinky edge side of your foot. Maybe you're pressing into the earth or the block. Hold here for a second. Find length in your spine and open up through that right hip. All right. In our group, private group, Friends of 316 Yoga, ask and I'll let you in. It's a private group on Facebook. I posted an article just today, a really fun way to work on those hips. Breathe. We do it every day, pretty much. Work on the hips, but this is a good little article about how to use your stairs. All right, maybe slip on down to your forearms. Breathe and lengthen through your spine. Don't try to round and hold on. Lengthen through your spine. Breathe here, forearms on the block or all the way down onto your mat. Lengthen, breathe, let's finish. Press into your hands, right foot goes back to meet the left. Let's do a side plank. Oh my goodness, all these planks today. You can stay on your bottom knee, extend your right leg, left arm under left shoulder, right arm goes high and breathe here on the knee. You can lift the top leg as well or take it into several variations of a side plank at its fullest expression. Balance on the pinky edge side of the left foot. Right foot can be a kickstand as you bring it forward. Look up to your hands, or ankles are touching, stacked, breathe, look up. Hold one straight line from hands to hands, basically. Breathe in your side plank and finish. Hands come down, come back to your down dog, pedal it out and breathe. Whew, breathe. Let's do Chaturanga Dandasana. Can't do enough of those, right? High plank to low plank. Press through the arms, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog, breathe. When you're ready, kick your left leg high to the sky. Left leg high to the sky. Exhale, come on up to your low lunge. Knees are bent, left knee over left ankle, right knee is bent, or all the way down on your mat. Arms go high to the sky, lengthen up here. Take your baby back bend, hands back up to the sky, hands to prayer center. When you're ready, right elbow outside of the left knee. Hands are stacked, elbows are stacked too. Find your length in your spine, and as you exhale, twist and look to the left. Inhale, lengthen, don't forget that important step. Exhale, twist. Lengthen and twist, lengthen and twist. And be done. Hands come down. Let's do our runner's lunge here. Left foot forward, right leg long and straight. Block to bring the ground up to you. Maybe that's right where you stay. All good. Maybe open up onto the pinky edge side of the left foot. Hands can stay on the block. Lengthen up through your spine. Exhale, maybe slip down to the forearms on the block or forearms on the mat. Big inhale, big exhale. Breathe through it. Don't panic. You're more flexible than you think. Get your mind out of the way and let the good things happen. When you're ready, Press into your hands with straight arms. Left foot goes back to meet the right. This time, the right arm is the foundation, shoulder over wrist. Take the variation of your side plank that you wish to do. Left arm lifts, maybe gaze goes up to the sky. Breathe, hips are lifted, don't collapse, and then finish. Hand comes down, hips go high. We'll meet back in a down dog as you pedal it out and shake your neck. You know what? You know what I'm gonna say. Let's do chaturanga, dandasana if you want. High plank to low plank. Push through the arms, tops of the feet are on the mat. Gaze forward, exhale, tuck your feet, hips go high. Whew. Down dog. Pedal it out. Walk your feet up to meet your hands, or your hands back to meet your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back, remember that. Exhale, fold forward. Look back to your knees. In fact, grab your calves. Grab your calves, hold onto them, and fold even more forward. As you exhale all the air out of your belly, whoo, look back to your knees. Little bend in your knees feels good. Take it deeper. Finish up. Sweep your arms up. Extended mountain. Reach here. Let's do some balancing. All right, come on up onto your toes and down on your heels. Up and down, down and up. All right, breathe. Ankles are strong. You are strong. You got it. If you're seated in a chair, same thing. Breathe. Let's do tree. Hands to prayer center. Root into the left foot, weight out of the right. Knee to the right side of the room. Plant the sole of the right foot, either balancing the heel on the inner left ankle or bring it on up higher or higher still. Remember, the one place you don't put it is on the knee. Just naturally think about that. You don't want your knee to pop out and bend that way. Outside of the right knee to the back of the room. Hands can stay on your hips or to a chair or grow your branches. As you grow your branches, lengthen out of those extended mountain arms and then start to sway them from side to side. Breathe. Maybe press the backs of your hands to the back of the room and feel the chest lift. Look up to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Maybe try to close your eyes for a split second to challenge your balance even more. Breathe, and let's finish. Hands back. Any way you want. To prayer center. Guide the knee to the front of the room. Plant the right foot next to the left. Let's do the other side. Right foot is now your foundation. Left knee bends and opens up to the side. When you're ready, and lots of ways to take it. Don't forget using that chair. Sole of the foot, wherever you'd like it to be. Push the foot into the leg and the leg into the foot. Hips equidistant to the front of the room, and so are your shoulders. Arms lift if you like. Branches sway if you like. Gaze up. Try a little bit of a long blink here. Just have fun with it, right? Finish up. Hands to prayer center. Knee to the front of the room. Left foot meets right on the ground. Toppling tree. Another big balancing pose. Arms down by your sides. Right leg steps way forward. Interlace your fingers behind your low back. Press your thumbs into your low back. I need water. All right. For your toppling tree, take a big step forward with the right foot, interlace fingers at the low back, hinge the weight into the right leg. Little micro bend in the right knee, feels good. Left leg lifts off the ground, maybe you stay right here. Try to work the interlaced fingers a little bit away from the low back. Maybe you take the toppling tree even farther, lifting the left leg up, gazing down to your ankle, your knee, whatever. Lift the interlaced fingers higher, higher, higher. Left leg lifts higher, higher, higher. Breathe. And then finish. Left foot meets right. Keep your hands right where they are. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. Drive the interlaced fingers toward the earth. Open the shoulders to the back of the room. Other side. Left leg steps forward. Right leg steps back. Maybe you stay right here. Breathe. And if you'd like, toppling tree here. Hinge the weight forward. Little micro bend in the left knee. Right leg lifts a little bit. Interlaced fingers work away a little bit from the back. Take it to your fullest expression today. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Finish. Right foot meets left. Arms down by your sides. Take a big breath in. Whew, and a big breath out. Let's do eagle pose, Garandasana. Put the bend in your knees. Maybe this is all you do. Totally good. You're doing it. You're doing it. All right, bend in the knees. Arms reach out like chair pose, Utkatasana. Reach. You don't like that in the arms today? Hands to opposite shoulders or prayer center. Sink lower. Breathe. You can do it in the chair. Right arm sweeps under left. Maybe. Palms touch. Squeeze the elbows down. Look over your fingers. All right. Left leg is now your foundation. The right leg, we're going to lift it up and find our balance here. If you'd like, stay right here or cross the leg. Hug high in the upper inner thighs. Top of the right foot behind the left calf. Try to sit lower. Try to bring the shoulders back more. Squeeze the elbows down. Major compression in all your joints. Squeeze tightly and then finish. Right foot comes down. Arms uncurl. Go back to your extended mountain. Take a baby back bend. Come back to it. Extended mountain. Bend in the knees. Other side. Take the arm variation that speaks to you. I'm going to sweep my left arm under my right. Palms touch, elbows squeeze down. Right foot is going to stay on the ground this time for me. Left leg lifts. Maybe crosses. Maybe top of the left foot behind the right calf. Squeeze the elbows down. Bend more in the knees. Shoulders back a little bit more. Sink low. Squeeze what you got. And then finish. Left leg comes down, arms go back up high to the sky. Lengthen here, breathe. Dancer pose. Are you ready for this one? All right, so, left fingers reach high to the sky. Sweep your arms back, back, back to the back of the room. Weight into the left foot. When you're ready, take the weight out of your right leg. One time when the arm is back there, reach for the inside of your right foot. Knees will have come apart, bring them back together. Lengthen through your left fingers. And then kick into your back right hand. Hinge forward with the left arm, kick hard toward the back of the room into your right hand, and then try to kick up to the sky. Breathe, reach, you got it. Finish. Right leg comes down, both arms go back up. Let's do the other side. Arms reach, left arm starts to circle around and around and around to the back. Whew. Breathe. Root into the right foot, lift the left leg up, capture the inside of the left foot, bring your knees back together, right arm lifts. Hold it right here. Perfect place to be. If you'd like, start to kick into your back left hand. Right arm reaches forward. Gaze forward. Kick to the back of the room. Kick on up to the sky. Reach, breathe, dancer pose. Finish. Hands come down. Arms go back up. Extended mountain. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out as you fold forward with prayer hands. Whew. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to your shins. Lengthen through the crown of your head. When you're ready, plant your hands onto your mat, step it on back to down dog or chaturanga dandasana. High plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Hips are high. Inhale, right leg kicks high. Exhale, bring your right knee behind your right wrist as we prepare for half pigeon pose. Left leg goes long on your mat. Top of the foot on the mat. Slip the towel under the left knee if you want. Right shin, maybe work it a little more parallel to the top of your mat. Take the block, maybe slip it under your right glutes to ensure that your hips stay equidistant to the mat. Press into your hands and stay right here. Gaze forward if you like. Left leg is long and straight. You can slip down to your forearms. You can send your elbows to the sides of the mat and hands are stacked, and place your head on your hands. Big stretch in the hips. As you exhale, maybe exhale out the mouth to soften the shoulders and soften in the hips. Let it go, let it go, let it go. On a Thursday and Sunday class, we hold this pose for a long time, 3 minutes maybe. Let's try that later this week. So you enjoy this now. We're not going to stay here long. Just breathe. Try to really loosen in the hip and let all the tension go there. Come back Thursday or Sunday for a longer hold here. For right now, let's press on up through the hands. When you're ready, remove the block and take it to the other side. Tuck your left toes under. Send your right foot back to meet your left and shake it out in a three-legged down dog. Shake it out so it feels good. Then plant the feet. You're back in your down dog. Let's do it on this side. Left leg kicks high. Exhale, left knee, left wrist. Right leg long and straight. Top of the foot on the mat. Left shin a little more parallel to the top of your mat. And don't collapse. into that left hip. Police yourself here. Slip the block underneath the left hip. Gaze forward. Breathe. I'm really sweating. How about you? And whoever said yoga was easy, right? All right, slip on down to your forearms if you like. Elbows wide, hands on or forehead down to your hands. Soften in your shoulders as you exhale. Soften in your hips. You got it. There's more space there than you think. Let it be. Send your breath there. No stress, no tension, just strength and mobility. Big breath in, big breath out. When you're ready, press into your hands, gaze down your nose, lengthen up here, remove your block to the top of your mat. Tuck your toes, right toes under, left leg goes back and meets the right, but you shake it out first. Shake it out, let it feel good, because you just did a lot with your hips. When you're ready, both feet come down. You're in a downward facing dog. Oh, you know what? Let's do Chaturanga Dandasana if you want. High plank to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Hips are high, pedal it out. When you're ready, still your heels, still your feet. Shoulders come over your wrists as you come into a high plank. Hold it here. And then bend your elbows and come on down to your belly. Take it nice and slowly. Come on down. Keep your hands under your collarbones right where they are. Legs are long on your mat. Zip them up. Big toes touching. Press the tops of your feet into your mat. Your nose, your chin are at the center of your mat. Elbows are hugged in towards your spine, nice and tight. Take a big breath in and a big sighing breath out. On your next inhale, Cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Press into your hands. Gaze down your nose. Lift up out of your shoulders, pressing the tops of your feet into your mat. Maybe lift your hands on up. Squeeze your elbows towards your spine. Squeeze your elbows down towards your feet. Little lift here. Breathe. Finish. Come on down. Arms down by your sides. Turn your head so your left cheek is on the mat. Turn your head a little bit more, bringing the left ear on the mat. Shoulders are loose as your fingers reach toward the bottom of your mat. Whew, there's your Cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Our next pose is called floor bow. When you're ready, bring your chin to the center of your mat and bring your knees to a bent position. Take your hands, capture the outside of your ankles for your floor bow, Dhanurasana. Bend your knees, wiggle your knees closer to the midline of your body. Heels up towards your bottom. Head is long on your neck. Head is long on your mat. Neck is straight as your chin or nose are down on the mat. When you're ready, kick into your hands. Feel your thighs peel up. Kick harder into your hands. Send your gaze down your nose. Lift, lift, lift. Kick, kick, kick. Floor bow pose. Finish. Come on down. Legs release. Arms release. Turn your head so your right cheek is on your mat. Turn your head so your right ear is on your mat. Shoulders are loose. You got it. When you're ready, bend your elbows, hands underneath your collarbones. Legs are long on your mat. Press into straightened arms. Come on up to your seal pose. Soften in your glutes. Breathe. Look down your nose and finish. Come on up to a standing on your knees position. I like to bring the block at its high height between my ankles for stability. Squeeze it. And bring your hands behind your low back. With your hands behind your low back, fingers pointing down, push your belly forward. Squeeze your elbows toward your spine and look forward. Now, good place to be. Keep pushing the hips forward. Maybe you look up to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Maybe you look overhead, right overhead as if a raindrop were going to come down and hit you right between the eyes. Stay here. Maybe look to the back of the room where the ceiling and the wall meet. Maybe take your hands, reach for that block, or take your hands and reach for your heels. Look up, lift your chest up to the sky, and finish by placing your hands back on your low back, and then shoulders over your hips. Remove the block, have a seat in a thunderbolt pose. So you're seated back on your heels, nice stretch in the quads. That pose makes everybody a little loopy. So just take a breath or two here, and finish. Another breath, right? There's only one breath. Big breath in, big breath out. All right, come on down. Staff pose. Legs go long, toes up toward the sky, arms go up as well. Lengthen. Exhale, reach forward with your parallel arms. Reach your fingers even farther, just a 1/4 of an inch more. Find length in your straight back. Lengthen. Your gaze is still forward. Lengthen a little bit more. Now let your hands come down. Grab what you can grab. Thighs, knees, calves, your feet. Maybe drape your wrists over your ankles. Palms touch the soles of your feet. Maybe a little pedal here. And then bring your gaze to your knees. When you're ready, finish on up, shoulders over your hips. Let's bend our knees, and with hands in prayer, come on down, nice and slowly with control, because you've got control of your body. Come on down to a bridge pose. All right, once you're all the way down, adjust your feet. Soles of your feet are on your mat. Bring your knees over your ankles. Arms come down by your sides. Press the weight into your feet. Lift out of your hips. Wiggle your shoulder blades closer to your spine. Oh my gosh, I feel like my bridge lifted a foot higher. Interlace your fingers behind your low back. Press your pinkies into the mat. Whew, hold here. Legs are strong. Push, push, push them up to the sky. Finish. Arms come down by your sides. Roll your spine down, one vertebra at a time. Spinal supine twist now. Left leg goes long on your mat. Toes of the left foot drawn toward your shin as the heel goes even closer to the bottom of the mat. Right knee bends. You could use your little towel here to hug your right knee in, or use your interlaced fingers. Hug it in good and tight. You're strong. Left hand takes that right knee and lets the knee come across the midline of the body as you roll onto your left hip. Right arm tees out. Left hand is encouraging the right knee down. Feel this twist here. Look to the right if that feels good for you. Breathe. Supine, lying down, twist. When you're ready, gaze and right hip come back to the midline. Hug the right knee in. Right knee goes long on the mat. Left leg drags on up. You're going to do the same thing on this side. Hug the left knee in, or use the towel to hug it in. Right hand guides the left knee across the midline of the body as you roll onto your right hip. Left arm tees out, and you try to turn your head a little bit and look to the left. Nice big twist here. Left shoulder stays down. You can do it. When you're ready, gaze goes back up to the sky. Left hip comes down to the mat. Knee goes up to the sky too. Interlace fingers. Hug the left knee in one more time. That feels great. Left leg goes long on the mat. Both legs are down. Now drag them both up nice and slowly, using your strong core as your power. Lift the heels on up. Knees are hugged towards your chest. Left knee, hug it towards your left armpit. Right knee toward the right armpit, and rock and roll from side to side. Let's do happy baby pose. Come to stillness, tailbone down on your mat, hands capture inside your calves as best you can, or captures inside your heels. Hold on to your heels, draw your toes towards your shins, send one leg up to the sky, then the other. First one's the hardest. Isn't that true about so many things? The first one's the hardest. Just keep bending them. One extends, one bends. Send them both high to the sky. Drive the heels up toward the sky. Open up the pinky toes toward the earth. Your legs are in like a big letter V. Wiggle your toes here. Circle your ankles. You did it. You can do it. Good on you. When you're ready, release your hands. Knees back to meet at the midline. Bend your knees. Feet come down. That's it. But the best pose we save for last, and that is your final Savasana pose. Send your legs long on your mat. Find your towel or your eye shade, or maybe you brought a blanket. Oh, I don't know if you'd want a blanket now. But just get comfortable. Maybe you like something behind your neck. Maybe you like to slip a rolled up blanket under your knees. Get to know what puts you in that state of bliss with your final Savasana pose. All right, what I'm gonna do is have my heels kind of toward the edges of the mat, and I'm gonna bring my arms down by my sides, palms face up, wiggling the shoulders to get comfortable here. Breathe, let it all go. And don't run out now. This is really an important part of your practice. It just gives your mind time to catch up with what happened. And it lets you realize that this is the new you. This change that you did today, this taking something beyond your comfort zone maybe, is a new way of doing for you. Change is good. That's how we grow. Take a deep breath in and a deep sighing breath out as you let go of all the old. You're a new creation. Soften the area between your eyebrows. Eyes are heavy in the eye sockets. Even your cheeks and your ears, just imagine them softening, not holding on to tension. And your breath, let it be soft and full of love and goodness. Shoulders down and away from the ears. No tension there. And arms and legs are heavy with no movement. No thoughts, just your breath rising and falling in your belly. Give your mind to this moment of conscious relaxation. No thoughts, just breath. Stay here longer if you like. If it's time for your hour to conclude, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Work the motion on up through the hands and feet and wrists and ankles. Inhale, enjoy reaching high overhead and stretching through your toes as if it's the first stretch before you get out of bed in the morning. Exhale, bend the knees and the elbows and roll onto one hip or the other, using your bent low arms bicep as a pillow for your head. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Savor this moment here. As you're ready, maybe you keep the eyes closed and you press on up, either with the hands or without, you decide, and come on up to a comfortable seated position. Whatever is comfortable is right. Hands to prayer center in gratitude for what you just did. Press your thumbs slightly into your chest. Lengthen up through that great strong spine of yours. As you exhale, soften the shoulders and root into the strong earth beneath you. Blink your eyes open. Ta-da, you did it. Excellent. That was a hard practice today. I worked up a sweat. You did a lot. You did a lot of chaturangas, and those are essentially push-ups. I mean, you did a whole lot. And you know, sometimes when you focus on the moment and focus on your body, it lets your mind relax. And that's where the stress number comes in. So what number you took in the beginning, you know, scale of 1 to 5, 1 to 10, come back to that. What was it? And then what is it now? Really helps. The movement really helps. So whatever you do, just get out and move. All right. And for the brain, a quote from Einstein that just fits in so well. Remember why we said if nothing changes, nothing changes? The measure of intelligence is the ability to change, said Albert Einstein. So never stop changing, never stop growing. See you on your mats tomorrow. I love you guys. Thanks for letting me do yoga with you today. Hey girls, oh my gosh, tired? Come on. You were a good girl today. Downward facing dog. Good girl. Bye, see you tomorrow. Bonjour, mes amis. I am still in France and loving every minute of it. And I hope that you are loving every minute of your yoga. I'll be back with you soon. But in the meantime, here are some of the adventures that I've been having.